Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Villa on Tour as we welcome West Ham to Villa Park for the second time in just a couple of weeks. I'm just having my morning stroll along the lovely canals of South Birmingham. The weather isn't great, it's literally just started raining, so I'm going to get this intro done quickly. We obviously beat the Hammers in FA Cup action just a couple of weeks ago, but we're back in the Premier League today. Graham Potter's fourth game in charge of West Ham, and they're coming off a pretty disastrous result at home to Crystal Palace last week where they were rubbish, losing 2-0 at the London Stadium. I think a lot of people might be thinking about that Celtic game at Villa Park on Wednesday and having their Champions League hats on. But for me, the Premier League is our bread and butter. Our next three games are West Ham, Wolves and Ipswich. We need to start gaining momentum now. The likes of Bournemouth winning yesterday, Newcastle as well, Man City. Right, this weather is absolutely disgraceful. Who'd have thought it in January, eh? Anyway, let's get to the car. Bloody hell. Oh, awful. What's going on out there? Yes, I am in the car today because there are no trains across the whole of Birmingham today. Absolute disaster. So it's a driving mission today. This weather's proper annoying me because I'm used to that Monaco weather midweek. Absolutely unbelievable. The support on that Monaco video has been absolutely insane. And as a result, we've hit 70,000 subscribers. Get in there. Thank you all so much. Your support is absolutely unbelievable. And 70k. That's mad. Absolutely mental numbers. So firstly, thank you very much for that. And if you haven't already gone and checked out that Monaco video, please go and do that. It's a very long video and a very small proportion of it is all about the football. It's about the place, seeing Monaco, seeing Nice. So yeah, although we lost, it's a great video and the support, like I said, has been really good. So thank you. Mr. Unai Emery wasn't happy after that one though, was he? If you've watched the press conference after the game, he was pointing to his head. He was going, mentality, mentality. So you'd expect a reaction today against West Ham at Villa Park, wouldn't you? We haven't been great in the league following a Champions League midweek game. I don't really read too much into that because there is context around all of it, but it would be nice to put that little hoodoo to bed today and get a huge 3 points. And as you can tell, I'm not massively well. Jesus. So 3 points would help that as well. The best medicine there possibly is. Anyway, let's stop waffling and let's get to Villa Park. Big game against West Ham. Up the Villa boys.
Pasta, no clue. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, Dean, Ramsey, Kamara, Tielemans, Bailey, Rodgers, Watkins.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a wet and windy Aston. The weather most certainly has not improved. As you would have just seen, we've just seen team news. Slightly surprised that Marlon doesn't get a start, especially with the fact that he can't play on Wednesday against Celtic in the Champions League. I think they're all pretty rubbish against Monaco, to be totally honest with you. Bailey, no exception to that. But I don't think Emery's going to be scared to play Marlon in the second half if Bailey's having one of his classic shockers. The rest of it is as you'd sort of expect. Garcia on the bench as well. Maybe he gets a bit of game time today. I probably wouldn't expect it unless there's an issue with Cash. But anyway, let's get inside because we need to. Horrible. It's a bit different to when we were stood overlooking that bay in Monaco in the sun, isn't it? What a day for football.
Not quite the French Riviera, is it?
It's a big game actually today because results were kind of interesting yesterday. It's a big game because if we win, we go from 8th to 8th, but you get a bit of a gap behind you, don't you? Sort of Fulham, Brighton, depends what happens with Fulham later, but the likes of Bournemouth, Newcastle, Chelsea, Man City, we need to keep up with them, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. You create that gap behind you, but you also close that gap in front of you as well, and that's what's key as well, really. I mean, results weren't too bad for us yesterday. Obviously, one was going to drop points in the Bournemouth Forest game. Obviously, Forest got smashed.
City and Chelsea as well.
Yeah, that was probably the better result, really, because realistically, we probably aren't going to catch City. They're going to click into gear, aren't they? Probably.
We've got Chelsea soon here as well.
But exactly, but Chelsea are the ones that we potentially can catch. So the results weren't too bad yesterday. So yeah, it's a big game this afternoon. Another one that if we're being realistic about finishing in some kind of European positions this season, we need to win the game.
What I'd do for a same sort of level of performance of when we played West Ham here last season, 4-1, Watkins was on fire. That was like typical Aston Villa last season, wasn't it? 4-1, ran riot, just clinical. Fancy the same again today? It's going to be difficult, isn't it? But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the same as that. we haven't been doing it easy this season. No. I think every win we've had has been quite like a close game. So yeah, I think we'll win. We'll go for the easy scoreline again, a 2-1 Villa.
finally in my seat and I've just shaken myself like a wet dog. Oh my God, it's wild out there. If you're wondering what that stop exploiting loyalty flag was outside, that's sort of West Ham fans and Aston Villa fans coming together. Nothing against Heck, nothing against Villa specifically. It's more of a football-wise problem, so it was good to see that. Nice to make a stand. West Ham and Villa fans coming together, as football fans up and down the country should, because football ticket prices, not just at Villa, well, Villa and everywhere, are just mental. So stop exploiting loyalty. Lovely from the Football Supporters Association as well, well organised. Anyway, on to football matters. West Ham at home, like Simon said, it's a game. If we're serious about where we want to be, it's a game we should be winning. So I'm going to go with a 2-1. Keep it simple. Clean sheet, probably not. Kudos to score for them. I am excited to see Marlon because I think it's inevitable that he'll come on a little bit later. Bit of pace as well. That's what we miss a lot this season. Pace. Marlon's going to deliver that. Yeah, it's a huge game. Keep up with those ahead of us. Big one. Up the Villa. Good start, lively start. Grandson! Yes! Come on! Get in there! Come on! Yes! Get in there! Come on! Yes! What a start indeed. JJ, come on! Assist by Watkins as well. It's a great move. Great football. JJ's there. What a finish. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Jacob Ramsey, he's one of our own. Jacob Ramsey. Nice, son. Big for Villa, big for JJ. Gets in there. We went 1-0 up as well. We conceded early. Big goal. 1-0. Follow. We're the greatest midfield in the world. Booba Kamara, Barkley Onana, Yuri and one of our own. Goal. Shoot! Yeah! Oh man! Yeah, he looked offside. He looked off. Oh! It's to you, Unai Emery. Villa loves you more than you will know. Oh! Unlucky. Direct from Leon Bailey. I don't mind that. This ref, man. Oh. Say it again, this ref. Oh my God. Blimey. Okay, I think the most exciting thing that probably happened in that half, apart from the Jacob Ramsey goal, was what happened in the last 5 minutes and the referee just completely losing the game. He's got no idea what he's doing. There's no consistency. He's blowing up really late for fouls based on fan reactions. Obviously, shock, the linos don't help out, of course. But anyway, I think we started off really well. Great movement, Watkins having a bit of space, holding up the ball well, Rodgers having space to run into. But I think it's just gone a little bit flat. We got the goal, fair play Jacob Ramsey, great to see him on the score sheet. But even since then, sort of lost it a little bit. I think Mings going off doesn't really help. You're really having to shift around that back four with Luka Dean going centre-back. I'm not so sure about that. They're a poor side, West Ham, and I would be very, very disappointed if we don't win this game. Just a little bit of something going forward. Marlon, please. Like I said, pace. Why does it take so long to make decisions, this ref? Like, Jesus, man. Here we go then. Watkins and Leon Bailey going off. I think Watkins had a really good game, actually. But coming on, it's big JD. And making his debut, Daniel Marlon. Terrible. Yeah. How many times they put it in the box at the back post? Somebody free as an absolute bird. Such a looped ball in the box every time at the back post. I know the defence is different at the moment, but it's the basics, isn't it, with the Villa? The basics. 1-1. Wendy and McGinn, come on. Bit of energy now, come on. That's what we need. Oh, lucky. 10 minutes to go here. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, corner ball. Come on! Oh, into the 87th. Come on.
The minimum of 7 minutes.
Come on, boys. Oh, shit! West Ham have the ball in the net there. Offside, oh my God. Let's blow the whistle now, just finish it. I mean, the boos are just stupid. If they're for the referee, then fair, but points drop that is for me, I'm afraid. Disappointing. Wave. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I thought we probably could have lost it at the end. I think in the last 10 minutes, if any team was going to win it, it was going to be West Ham, which isn't really a great sign when, you know what, we started really well. First 10, 15 minutes, I thought we were really lively, creating chances. Obviously got the goal, thank goodness. Like, you want to capitalise on when you're on top, and we did. Jacob Ramsey, great goal. Really good assist by Ollie Watkins as well, finding him. But it just kind of went flat. I think you can pin that down to the Mings injury. That's obviously going to upset us. But what was interesting was that you put Luca Dean at centre-back. Really weird. You're sort of shifting two players there because obviously Luca Dean's moving from his natural position. Mattson's coming on as well. So that's ultimately two changes. When you've got Bogard sitting on the bench there, I just thought that was a really interesting one. Villa have now got one fit centre-back. She's going to be really interested into the January transfer window. I think it looks like that lad from Villarreal is going to come in, Juan Foyth. I think Emery knows him, obviously, but that's decent. But is it the same sort of profile that we're going to need now? I don't know. I'm fingers crossed that the Mings injury isn't as bad as it could be. I think it's a positive that he was on the pitch. He came back and sat on the bench, which is decent. Hopefully, it's just a bit of a knock and nothing too serious. But I just thought we were flat, really, really flat. And at times we are so sloppy with the ball. It's so frustrating. Whether it is just, you know, passing to someone in claret and blue, can we do that to start off with the basics? But then also free kicks where you're trying to do something fancy and it just ends up going out for a goal kick and the chance is gone. It's so frustrating. It's so amateur and it's really annoying. I don't think West Ham were particularly good. I think in the first half they showed nothing really. Like I said, Kudus was the only bit of quality that they had. But in the second half they did have a couple of chances early on. They flashed one past the post. Martinez had a couple of things to do. But let's not forget, they've been absolutely ravaged by injuries as well. They're really struggling. Bowen's out. They've got no recognised striker. And fair play, they did okay, even defensively as well. I think they had about 4 full-backs playing today. They had 1 centre-back. And like I said, if any team was going to win it at the end, it was going to be them, which isn't a great sign. And it's so annoying because you wanted to keep, like me and Si were saying earlier, you want to keep close to your Bournemouths, Chelsea's, Newcastle's, Man City's to an extent. And now we're sort of in that no man's land where I don't know what the Fulham result at the moment is, but Brighton losing is decent. They're a few points below us. Teams are a few points above us. We're sort of stuck at the moment trying to cling on to that 8th place. Anyway, do get involved in the comments section. Let me know what you made of that pretty rain. I mean, I think the weather basically summed up the game for me. Like I said, get involved in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for that big Celtic game on Wednesday. Whether we had an eye on that today, maybe, but I don't think Emery would have allowed that. It was interesting. Obviously, he wasn't even on the sideline today. He was up in the stands because he'd been banned. But yeah, stay tuned to Villa on Tour for that game on Wednesday against Celtic. That video should be very, very interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you Wednesday. Up the Villa.